What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Sorry it's been a minute. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I have not had the time to play this game lately. It has been not the priority. Also, my daughter has decided not to take naps anymore, so my window to record has reduced. But anyways, I saw this list from a recent tournament at a 1K. I believe it was I want to say a little over a week ago. I saw this list, and I saw that Jabba made top 8, and I was like, okay, well, I definitely want to check that out because that's something different, and want to give it a shot. And it's nice to see somebody get this deck to work. So kind of the theme of this deck, as I've with very limited play testing, I have not had as much time to test out the deck before actually playing. As you'll see in the games today, I make a lot of misplays as I'm just literally just playing on the fly. So take that for what it is, because I was learning how to play the deck as I go, and I'm sure there's still a lot more to learn for me personally, and I'll try to do my best to explain what I was able to take away from the 4 games that you'll see in the video. So the theme that I kind of take from this is that you're using shielded units with Dr. Evazan, 7th Fleet Defender, Hunter of the Haxion Brood, as long as there's a bounty in play. So you're using those 3 units that are shielded, and you're using that to capture units with Take Captive with Jabba's ability, and the Dryden Voss combo of getting a capture card and playing it for free under your control, which is pretty disgusting. Although I did not get to pull that off in the video. I came close to doing so. My opponent just quit. You're using Salacious Crumb as a really, really good way to just kind of stay in the game early on and just bounce things. Salacious Crumb felt really good in the games that I played today. Did not play Dr. Evazan. Never been a fan of that card. I get why it's in here. It kind of makes sense as far as the shielded units and capturing things and all that, but just not really a big fan of that card unless you're playing like a ton of bounce effects like McClunky's and Xanadu Bloods. But I can see why it's in here. It's a strong unit either way. Then you're getting into like the big units, which are pretty disgusting. Like you have Maul, you have Dryden Voss, Reinforcement Walker, Jabba's Rancor that you can play at 6 cost in the right situation, and then Devastator, and then Finalizer to cap things off. Never got to pull off a Finalizer in any of these games as well. Devastator did come in amazing in game 3, as you'll see. That game came down, I think we literally won with 1 life left, but Devastator is the reason that we won. Jabba's Rancor was really good in here in the testing. Just very good to be able to cheat it out early, to be able to damage other units, because you typically want to just put the damage from it on its 1 plate on attack onto your Jabba the Hutt leader, since it has 12 HP. Also, it's just an incredible barrage target to do spread out 11 damage, as well as having Devastator as another incredible barrage target. Then you're using like 4 LOM and Cloud Rider, their ambush abilities to kill the units that are bountied, to be able to cheat things in for a little cheaper. Hunter of the Haxion Brood was really cool, just being able to play it as a shielded 4/3 on 3 resources with a bounty in play. That's really, really strong with Jabba. It makes a lot of sense in here. I think that might be one of the best values at 3 drop with a leader, having a 4/3 shielded unit. This is really strong. And I get when you think about Dr. Evazan in that way, if you're curving with a 3/3 shielded unit on turn 1 into a 4/3 shielded unit on turn 2, that's a pretty strong curve into like 4 LOM. And also just gives you another good barrage target, having the Dr. Evazan. Again, I think you have to be careful with Dr. Evazan, because it can really come back to bite you if that unit dies, especially because you don't have a way to bounce it. So your barrage, you have so many good barrage targets in here. I think it really helps your ability to deal with space units. I mean, you also have the Sunfighter and the 7th Fleet Defender, and you also have the Take Captive card to help you to deal with space units as well. It felt really good in the testing. I was really surprised by how well it did, especially with me just playing it on the fly. Like usually when you're just, you just pick up a deck and start playing it, you're usually not going to win right away. Now I didn't play like top tier decks in this video because it is on the fly and I just wanted to get a feel for it. But either way, like, they were, I would say, pretty competitive decks. I mean, we played against a Kylo green, a Cad Bane green. What was the other one? I can't remember the last one. It was a Bo-Katan Red, but I don't think Bo-Katan's competitive at all. Not right now, at least. And then I can't remember the last matchup. But overall, I mean, I would say they were fairly competitive. It wasn't like I'm playing against Sabine Green, top notch, because I'm not there yet, clearly. But it did really well, and I think what I was most impressed was with the ability to cheat the Reputable Hunter and cheat other things in. The ability to just kind of like play defense early felt really good with the units that you have at hand, and then just kind of like curving into barrage, or the 4 LOM Zuckuss combo is nice. The curve is really nice in here. Like you're curving into barrage or Zuckuss, and then you have Palp's Return to get back your ambush units or get back your Mauls. Jabba's Rancor, like I said, felt good to cheat in. And then your finishers felt really good too. Reinforcement Walker definitely is great for aggro. You bring it in the third copy against aggro. Obviously, Great Dragon's coming in against control or mid-range decks. Bazine's coming in against control. Fel the Dragon's coming in against any decks that have a multitude of 5 power units. Change of Heart is going to come in against those mid-range and control decks as well. But yeah, so that's just to kind of break down the list. The 3 Salacious Crumb obviously are for aggro, to slowly start to spread damage, to set up your barrage kills, and just a unit that you can play for free at any time when you've had set up a bounty on Jabba and then killed a thing. You can just play the Salacious Crumb and heal 1 at any time, which is really, really nice, especially if you bounce it. I just really like Salacious Crumb's ability to action stall as well, to set up things, as well as Jabba's bounty ability. 3 Timely. Like I said, I'm not sure about the Dr. Evazan. I didn't play it at all in any of the matchups. I think it only came up with resourced a couple times, but I just very hesitant to play that card. I definitely, again, I see why it's in here. The Cloud Rider is really nice. When you bounty a unit with Jabba, you just kill it and then play a unit for 1 less the next unit. Like, again, you can play Salacious Crumb as early as turn 1 with that combo, which I found out in playtesting just from figuring things out as I go. 7th Fleet Defender is, of course, nice because it's shielded. It's a good take captive target because it's shielded. Same with the Hunter of the Haxion Brood, so that they can take a hit, so they can hold onto that unit for at least a couple of hits, which is really nice. And both of them have decent power at 3 and 4. Reputable Hunter is just a really nice card to cheat in for 1 less. Black Sun Starfighter is just, it's fine. I talked a lot about that card in my other videos. Like it's just always dying, so it's it is what it is. I probably personally would just play Consortium just because I like its stats better and I like the ability to gain that subtle life for those aggro matchups against Sabine. It's probably how I would personally choose to play it, especially because there's not like a Darth Vader in here where you're trying to get the Sunfighter or the Sun Starfighter. 4 LOM is really nice, especially because you can get it back with Palp's Return. It's also a really nice curve into a Barrage or a Zuckuss to make it a 5/5 and make Zuckuss a 7/7 with Ambush is really nice, of course. Love that 2-card combo. Palp's Return is really nice to get back big things later in the game. Also, I mean, I think in the game, I think I got back a 4 LOM or 4 LOM just to take care of Kylo Green because they were going pretty wide. There's the 3 Darth Maul, which is really nice because you can play it at 6 cost if you kill a unit, and it goes well with the resupply to cheat it out on your 6 resource, your 5th turn, which is nice, and then put the damage on one of your underworld units, which could be the Hunter with a shield, or the Evazan, or even the Salacious Crumb just to take the hit, which is nice. There's a lot of synergy there. The Dryden Voss, like I said, I was about to pull that off in the last game. I was going to steal a red 3 with when I deployed Jabba and then immediately play the Dryden so I could play the red 3 for free. So that is definitely sweet in here. I really like it. The Reinforcement Walker, of course, is just a really nice way because you can play it at 7 costs. If you kill a thing with Jabba's bounty, gain 3 life. I think Reinforcement Walker is very, very strong in here. For me personally, I would probably just pump that up to 3 if I was playing this deck. And I'll post my updated version of this deck at the end of this video on just how I would personally play it. But I just wanted to show the deck list that got 7th place. And then the 3 Jabba's Rancor as well. But what I did like about Jabba's Rancor is that playing it either way at 7 costs, regardless, as a 9/9, it was just awesome. And it was just a very good way to close the game out. And it felt like a pain in the butt to deal with. Like you either have to have like strong blue heavy removal to deal with it, or I mean, having to force choke this thing twice, like that's crazy. So it's just a really hard unit to take down. It requires 2 pieces of removal unless you have like Fell the Dragon or Rival's Fall. So, and it's just nice that you're able to continuously damage things on the ground. It's just a really fun card to play with. And then again, it's a very, very good barrage target, obviously, especially at its cost, because normally you don't get that kind of awesomeness from a barrage target that early in the game, like you do with Devastator. But that's like, Devastator, that's like turn 10 or the 11 resource turn, whatever. But just being able to do that earlier with Jabba's Rancor is really, really strong at just wiping the board. It makes your barrage that much better. Devastator, of course, I love it in here. It's a great closer. Being able to cheat it out for 1 resource cheaper is really nice too, just because of its ability and the fact that it's a Sentinel in space. It literally saved me in a game where they had heavy space units. And then in that same game, I was able to barrage afterwards. So love it in here for the using Jabba's ability, and especially when Jabba the leader is out there, when you can cheat it out for 2 less, which is sweet. Finalizer, I get it. Again, it fits the theme of capturing everything. Didn't get to play it. Probably wouldn't be my choice of card to play. Again, I'd probably turn that into a 3rd Reinforcement Walker. But they do play 54 cards in this list. I've noticed a few decks doing that lately. And I'm sure they're, I haven't seen any articles written by the person that played this or any interviews yet. But I'm imagining that they're probably heavy mulliganing for resupply, if I had to guess, just to get to those bigger things earlier. And that 54 cards doesn't mess up their percentages of finding that too much. But just from other experience from playing other decks. As always, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all the support that I've gotten. We are still working towards getting to that 2,500 subscriber mark and that 2,500 subscriber giveaway. Just go onto the community page, write down what you think is the best deck in the format, and subscribe, and you will have a chance to win one of those 4 prizes. But let's get into some games and see how this deck performs today. Okay, so it's not as messed up anymore. Okay, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, so we're gonna capture the unit. Just gonna go face. Reinforcement walker is nice, right on time. He's gonna start thinking about playing defense here. Yeah, for all the misplays that I've had, I have done pretty well, I would say. Honestly, I don't ever think Bo-Katan is that tough of a match. I don't think I've ever even lost to Bo-Katan before, not with any deck I've ever played. So, but I mean, it's good practice so that you're learning the mistakes that you don't want to make. Okay. We're just gonna go face before he can kill that. Okay, we can kill Black Sun Starfighter, I guess. I don't know if that was the right choice. He cannot kill Jabba. Okay. So, just gonna heal 3 and claim the initiative. So he could kill Reinforcement Walker here, but it doesn't matter at this point. Okay. There you go. Cool. Yep. Okay. Okay, so no mulligan. Can play Cloud Rider, kill a thing, play Salacious Crumb. So we'll let go Finalizer go. And take capture seems pretty decent. We don't have the best units for it though. We don't have like a unit that has a big butt that can protect the capture for a little bit. So ideally they play a ground unit here. We kill it with Cloud Rider after we bounty it. Okay, so the shielded factor doesn't help because then we can't kill this thing. Not the greatest. I think we just have to hit it and take the shield off. I think it's fine. The card becomes more annoying when it's shielded, because then they have the option to do different things with the shield on it. This is a pretty good card here. I think Rancor is what, at 6 resources if we have a bounty in play? This is going to be pretty important. The question is, we want to play this. So this will cost 2 less, yeah. I'm sorry, 1 less. I'm thinking of Reputable Hunter. I really don't want to get rid of this. Let's try to go this route and just play the Hunter. Ouch. Well, there you go. Look at that card again, because I might have misplayed that. Yeah, I should have given it a bounty, so misplay there. Again, this is learning as you go. I haven't had time to test this deck out. I haven't been able to play this game in a while, so I am officially learning as I go right now. Resupply is pretty nice, to be honest. I like all these things that we have otherwise, so I'm just going to let the Sunfighter go. Yeah, this allows us to play Rancor and Maul a turn earlier, which is nice. Alrighty. Barrage isn't bad. It's just kind of like three damage to another friendly ground unit when played, and 3 damage to an enemy ground unit. Costs 1 less to play if you control Jabba as a leader, so I could play it at 7, or if I kill a thing, then I could play it at 6, which is not going to happen this turn. LOM here does a little bit for us. Barrage, not that much. I'd rather save the barrage. Probably just playing Maul, I think. And this is a 9/9. That is pretty good. A 9/9 is pretty strong. Yay. I don't want to be without units this turn, though. It's tough. This also sets up a really strong barrage. So does this, but it will probably die by that time. Okay, so for shits and giggles, we're gonna just try the Jabba's Rancor, see how it feels in this deck. Either way, it was a tough decision on what to resource there, but the point of this is to try out different cards, right? So let's definitely take out Lady Proxima. Okay. I'm sorry, what just happened? Okay. Bounce. Take away the shield. So that it forces him in a situation where Crafty Smuggler will die. Play this to heal. And we can barrage next turn for 6. 4 LOM will be dead. We're getting Jabba next. Oh, I forgot he didn't even have 6 resources. I thought Cad Bane was coming down. Alright, meow. Ooh, Zuckuss. Zuckuss is nice. It does make me want to consider just going the Zuckuss route here instead of the Rancor route. They're both good routes, I think. Either one's good. Zuckuss is hitting him for 7. Barrage here for 6. I think Zuckuss is the better route to take as a 7/7, right? Yeah. And then if he attacks into 4LOM, we can either we can finish off Cad Bane. Yeah, let's just do that. And hit Cad Bane for 7. And 4LOM will survive. Let's see what he does here with his first move, and then we'll decide what we want to deploy. Okay, he's bringing up 4LOM for a 4/4 to kill Salacious Crumb. No. Okay, so we will deal 2 damage to Crumb, and we will bounce it if we're able to, which we should be able to, but he's going to decide who's attacking into here. Okay, we're going to deploy the... We could just kill this, actually, before we deploy that. That does attack units in the ground arena, so we do want to steal that unit. I also kind of want to bounce Crumb. I think we just bounce Crumb, kill Cad Bane, let Zuckuss die, kill Crafty Smuggler. Salacious Crumb is really good against Cad Bane. Okay, sure. Just deploy. Take the ship. Still have a solid overwhelming barrage target in 4LOM next turn if we need to, but I think we're just going to play Jabba's Rancor and get that set up. Yeah. This deck feels pretty good so far. I think we're just playing the big boys now. Stabilizing with Reinforcement Walker. Okay. 1 damage to Salacious Crumb. Good barrage here. I think I'm just gonna play the Rancor here and do through. Yeah, I'm at this point. I'm not too worried about LOM. May have just been better to put that on Jabba. That may have been a misplay, but that's okay. Okay, so we can bounce this. Play this. Attack in here. Attack there. Payoffs. Don't need resupply. Okay. He's gonna kill 4LOM if he plays any kind of unit here, which is fine. At this point, we are about to take over the game completely, so I'm not too worried about it at this point. Okay, well that's nice. Kill 4LOM. And probably straight Salacious Crumb, I would guess, but I don't know. Yep, he's getting tired of that card. Okay. And we will counter that by playing our own and killing them both. So we will do 11 damage. We'll do... wish it would tell me. It never tells me. Nope. What in the world? What's going on here? Okay, I was gonna say, like, this game keeps glitching. I wish it would tell you which strafing gunship you're targeting. It's it's a simple thing to fix. It must not be that simple for programming. But yeah, I mean, that was a good game. Just kind of completely overtook that game. But you kind of see the idea behind the deck builders list here. I mean, we're just hitting with fire at this point. I do like an overwhelming barrage on a Jabba's Rancor. It's pretty disgusting. Alright, up against Kylo Green here. Interesting. If they go real wide against us, I think this could be a really bad hand. I'm gonna keep it just to see how it feels and just try to resupply. I'm gonna let go of Timely and I guess you could squeeze this in on turn 2 if you get a Cloud Rider. I'd feel a lot better if I had the Cloud Rider. I think I'm just going to go the resupply route. Yeah, Cloud Rider would be great, but we do not have the Cloud Rider. We have this, which is really not a card I want to play ever. And this is one of the cards that I'm just not a big fan of if you're not playing like a bounce heavy deck like with McClunky and Xanadu Blood. And even then, it's like, I just not interested in that card, man. Just really not my thing. I know they play Super Laser Tech in this deck to ramp into Kylo, so it's also another reason to play Resupply. Discarding a card to do 2 damage to my face is fine. Okay, I think he screwed up there, yeah. Okay. We're going to be at 5 resources next turn. So definitely 4 LOM can trade with Kylo if he does have a way to ramp, which he does not. I like that card, but I think we're going... What's our 6 resource play? So he definitely could have a Fallen Lightsaber here. I don't think we necessarily need this. We don't need Tag Capture. Okay, 4 LOM here to kill Fifth Brother. He could discard a card, makes Mayfield, and immediately kill us, which sucks. So we're actually going to just pray that he doesn't have the Fallen Lightsaber here. He does not appear to. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can't really do anything at this point. Except claim the initiative. It's getting in for damage. Okay, that's fine. Bringing out Kylo. If he has the Fallen Lightsaber, I think that's worst case scenario. Phase Dark Trooper is not great. Okay. Okay, to 13. Timely and what? What could be timely at this point? Reputable Hunter does do something. Could also kill a thing with 4 LOM, then attack in with 4 LOM again. Or just get the Jabba's Rancor down. Which doesn't feel bad. We can play this for 1 resource here, or play it for 4 in LOM. I kind of want to get Jabba's Rancor down. I think that's going to be pretty devastating for them. And then next turn we get to... Our other option though is like... next turn we get to still Maul, which is pretty strong. Here, since we have the initiative, we have the option to just... kill things. Kill the Dark Trooper. Palpatine's return. Play another one, kill it. Or Timely here. Or play Jabba's Rancor. I guess let's try to go the Rancor route and bounty the Dark Trooper. To try to be able to play Jabba's Rancor into Darth Maul seems like the best optimal play. If they find a way to kill our 4LM here, or just kill our F4LM with 5th brother. Yep. So that makes it harder. So we can't do the thing that we wanted to do. Yeah, I should have thought of that. That's a misplay, but we have options. I'm actually going to keep the Palp's Return now and just play Reputable Hunter. Choose a card. I cannot do that. Okay. This one's definitely not gone optimally for us, as the other games have gone. But okay. Probably made some misplays. Okay, we're definitely just Darth Mauling here, I think seems pretty strong. So we're gonna go Reputable Hunter into 5th brother, and then Darth Maul into Kylo, and then we're gonna deploy Jabba to get the punishing one. Is the plan. Yeah. Okay. See what happens here. Okay, well now we can't do that. Because they had an answer. So what is our next best bet? Claim the initiative and try to find a reinforcement walker? Barrage is good. Too little too late, fortunately. Okay, let's play Jabba's Rancor. And then claim the initiative after we steal the punishing one here. $27, okay. He doesn't have any units, so he's got to have another removal. Okay, he's claiming the initiative. We have Barrage, Dryden Voss, choose a capture card. Give me play it for free. Yeah, we definitely want to play the Dryden Voss here, ideally. I don't think we need to. Zuckuss, Devastator's pretty strong. This game's going to come down to the wire. We also have Barrage as an option here. If he has another Force Choke for Jabba's, then obviously that's not great. We can play the punishing one. I think Barrage is pretty strong option here. Play costs 2 less, so we can play Zuckuss. Okay, so let's do the ability. It costs 2 less, so we can play Dryden Voss at 5. That's pretty strong. Okay, another Barrage, really. It's very frustrating. 2 Barrages in a row like that. It's very frustrating. It's like the perfect card to find. Problem was the math there, because we would have wanted to Barrage first. I'm not sure how we get out of this now. Yeah, I don't think there's a way. Devastator is a Sentinel actually, so that is an answer. That is an answer. Okay, I don't think we need Cloud Rider. Okay. Next turn we're just going to barrage. Okay, we're going to claim the initiative here. Since he had a big boy. Don't need Cloud Rider again. So barrage is pretty strong here. We could play Palp's Return and trade plus barrage. Seems pretty good. Because Palp's Return gets us Maul. Which trades, and then we can barrage after that. And then we could just play another Maul again next turn if we need to. We also just can barrage for 12 after this. I think I'm good with that. What? Oh yeah. Absolutely. Nice. Well, that was disgusting. That's what happens when you haven't played this game in a while. So we're going to attack in and overwhelm here. Okay, so now... Okay, he's going to just kill that. Ooh, good lord. Good God, man. Oof, that was close. Choose the amount of damage to deal to Darth Maul. So... So if he has another Darth Maul in his hand, we just lose, which is crazy. That's so crazy. This game's been crazy. Oh my goodness. Came down to the wire again. Another surprising win there. That was really cool though. I really enjoyed that game. People really get upset when you beat them and they really want to rematch you, and I'm sorry, I just don't want to play that deck again. Alright, up against Leia Red here. I haven't seen this deck in a while. I think Crumb's going to be important, so I like this hand. It's fine, I guess. I think Crumb's going to be important. Barrage. Yeah, Hunter into Barrage is pretty good. Probably let... one Hunter and the Timely go. I think Crumb is going to be extremely important against an aggro deck. I'm just going to play the Crumb here and potentially... Okay. Well, there you go. Sunfighter or Fleet Defender? I like Fleet Defender better than Sunfighter. Alrighty. Alrighty. We want to put a bounty. Comes into play. Yeah, I mean, might as well, right? Alright, it comes in with a shield, okay. I think we are gonna bounce this. Just because we want to be able to gain value out of it. Jabba's Rancor is sweet here. Especially because we have a shielded unit on board. Can play Crumb plus a 3-drop here. We can bounty this, play this for 1. I think that's pretty sweet. Okay. So let's bounty. The Echo Base. To be able to play Reputable Hunter. At 1 cost. Should cost 1. It did not. The next unit plays face costs 1 less. Okay. I think I'm not understanding this card correctly. This unit has a bounty. This unit costs 1 less to play. The next unit you play this phase costs 1 less. Maybe, hold on, let's undo that. Place this Salacious Crumb for free. Yeah, it's not working correctly. So we play this. So the better way to do this is to play the Fleet Defender for two cost, and then play Reputable Hunter. I think is the correct way to do it, but it's not letting me press buttons again. Okay, yeah, so that's the better way to do it. So look, you know, again, learning as we go. Barrage is going to be pretty good here. See what he does if he just trades with the Hunter here. He might. Or that, okay. Well, that's an easy choice for us, as we're just going to trade with that. And then play with the barrage. To kill that. Okay, we're gonna kill this. Completely just empty his board. Dryden Voss. Dryden Voss is gonna be pretty sweet here. We can capture a unit soon. Another barrage is nice. Let's go in for 3. See if our opponent puts... Yeah, we can't kill this, unfortunately. But we can barrage to kill his board. Leia does come out at 5. Barrage. So if we do 4 here, yeah, let's swing in for 4. No, let's not do that. Let's think for a minute. When enemy unit has a bounty, this unit gains shielded. That's when it's... Okay, that's only when it's played though, right? We're doing the bounty just to delay the action. Okay. Just gonna kill this. Get that off the board. Do the... Okay. Our opponent has left. So what we were going to do here is just attack and kill the Sundari so that red 3 is not getting too much value. Next turn we're going to capture a unit, capture the red 3 with the Reputable Hunter, and then we're going to immediately play it with Dryden Voss. So another good one, man. With, you know, me not playing optimally again with my first 4 times testing this deck out. So back for the post-game wrap-up. So definitely made some misplays. That's, I mean, easily the biggest thing that I take away from this is that this is not just a, you know, you really have to get a feel for how to play this deck. Although I still was able to win again, those are not like the strongest meta decks in the format, but still felt good on the deck's ability to recover, the deck's ability to handle me making misplays and still win. I really liked Salacious Crumb, Reinforcement Walker. I really like Dryden Voss in here. I really liked Jabba's Rancor. And I like Palpatine's Return too. Feels like a good choice to have in here. So here's how I would play it. Biggest change, like I said, I would just put the 3rd Reinforcement Walker and put the 3rd Consortium in for the Black Sun Starfighter, just to give me a little more of a chance against aggro decks, as far as, you know, if my capturing plan and defensive plan isn't going great, that gives me another line of play to stay in the game against an, you know, a super aggro deck. I also just think, you know, I've always been a big fan of Reinforcement Walker, so any deck where I feel like I can play 3 of them in the main board and consistently get them out at a decent time in the game, and it, then I'm gonna play 3. So I like the finalizer in here because of what it does, especially because it's 10 cost. But I don't know if that's the card I would play. You could always switch it in the side. I put a third copy of Bazine in the side because I think that's gonna be pretty important for the control matchups. But I think there's different ways to play it. Obviously, again, I would need to do this a lot more testing with this deck to get to a place where I fully felt like I was making the optimal list for my playstyle. Again, I'm still not sure about Dr. Evazan. I get it because of the shield, but I just really see that card backfiring. My experience playing against that card is always the card I target so that I can gain board advantage on my opponent by being able to play more things in a turn. So it's just not a big fan of it. I think, again, if we had McClunky in here or Xanadu Blood, then maybe I'd be more willing to play it. But especially 3 of them, I think that just requires more testing to fully get a grasp an idea of if I really want to play that card in here or not, if I was going to play this deck. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely think that this is a fun one. And clearly it had a good result, so I think it's worth trying out more if you've been looking for a Jabba deck. I personally kind of gave up on Jabba a long time ago, so it was nice to play a deck that was competitive with Jabba, and to see that somebody else kind of figured out the puzzle a little bit with that deck, with that leader. But as always, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one, and peace out.